Welcome to the Country Music Rocks podcast. I'm Danny Dwyer.
And I'm Julia Courier.
And we're here to talk to you about the 59th Annual CMA Awards. Woo! Big day in Nashville.
Huge day. The nominations came out.
Yeah.
Amazing artists, great categories. I'm excited.
It's going to be live on ABC November 19th from the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville.
Yep.
You and I have both been there many, many a times.
We have.
And I will tell you, the show live in person is a lot different than it is on TV.
Totally.
What is your take on that when you see a show in person as opposed to on TV?
It's interesting because so much is hidden.
Yes.
From, what you see on TV to what you're actually seeing. I mean, there's so many breaks.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you think there's a lot of commercials when you're watching it, but really when it's actually going live, there's a lot of breaks.
I love the fact that they have actual seat warmers. They say seat fillers.
Yep.
I actually did that for many years
you did?
at the Academy of Country Music Awards. And it's really cool, but they hold you back in this section and they're like, okay, seat fillers 1 through 10, go.
Yeah.
And you run as fast as you can
Like
to an
cattle.
empty seat. And I remember one time I was jumping in a seat at the same time as George Jones' wife.
Oh.
And so
Well, I hope you gave her the seat.
I did. And thank goodness that, she was tiny and there was a lady next to me and they just said, sit right here because they didn't want me to leave. So I sat between two really nice ladies.
That's so cool.
But it's funny and that's behind the scenes that you don't normally see.
Right.
Except for the artists that are going backstage to go to their dressing room to get their beers and their wines and hang out with friends. And then they come running back.
Right.
So I love the behind the scenes tour. And if we can get a chance to share that with you guys, we're definitely going to do it for sure.
No, absolutely.
But we're here tonight to talk to you about the actual nominations. And boy, what a lineup this year. Some new people getting nominated, which is very cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's exciting. Like I cannot wait till November.
I know.
I mean, I don't want summer over, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, who won? I want to know.
Sipping on a pumpkin spice latte, watching the CMAs, right?
Yeah, yep.
All right, so what category you want to start with? Should we do Female Artist of the Year?
Ooh, yes, let's jump into them.
Okay.
Can you read those ones off?
Sure.
All right, got my little note cards.
Yeah.
I'm, so prepared. All right, so Female Vocalist of the Year nominees.
Okay.
We have Kelsey Ballerini,
Good one.
Miranda Lambert,
Okay.
Ella Langley,
Okay.
Megan Maroney,
Ooh, new. Okay.
and returning champion from last year, Lainey Wilson.
Okay, that's a tough
I
category.
think it's a really tough category.
I don't want to make any predictions as of just yet because as we
Too
get
early,
closer to
yeah.
the show, it's kind of hard to tell. But it's hard not to say who I want to see win. I just think that it's probably a great year for Ella Langley.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she seems to be everywhere nonstop. But of course, just the other day, Megan Maroney was, going to be part of the iHeart Music Awards, the Video Music Awards with MTV. She won a Little Moon Man. It's really cool. So I'm glad to see her going on. But I think that whole class is going to be really a great category for the ladies. I'm sad to see some names that are not in there.
Yeah, I know. It's always hard. I feel like there's always some misses.
Right.
Always.
And I can't remember, as a member of the CMAs, there's always 2 rounds of voting.
Yes.
So the first round opens up, you get to nominate, I think, up to 5 artists.
I think, yeah.
And then it goes to the second round, or maybe it's 10 artists, and then the second round gives it to 5 artists, and then that's where they come out and say, okay, here's the nominees
Right.
after all the tabulations have been put together and stuff. So these artists do get a shot to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Ashley McBryde got left out, Carly Pierce got left out. But I mean, Carly's been doing a lot more collaboration.
She has.
She's been working with Jordan Davis. They have a new single out that's really good. Ashley has really been touring, but nothing new as musical goes by.
Right.
But I feel like this is a really strong category for all the girls.
It's all well deserving for sure. It's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
I think we're all gonna be surprised.
I know. And then there's cute little Kelsey Ballerini
I know,
that everyone's
I
going to
know.
fall in love with.
She's been working so hard. She's just been everywhere.
Okay, so as a male, seeing her on TV all the time, she's a cover girl.
Yep.
She's doing really good things. She's like on the cover of Elle magazine.
She's on practically every magazine.
I know. So is that an advantage, you think?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I would like to say it's kept right to like the music of it, but I mean, I don't know.
Because I don't think the male voters look at that. I mean, I do because I'm in the industry. So I kind of take everything into effect and see, okay, what is the advantage is going to be. But
this is industry voted, not fan voted.
True.
So
a lot different than the CMT awards where we're usually fan voted on. So it's a whole different ballgame.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's go with the males. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
In this category, we got Luke Combs, Ooh, heavy hitter right there. Cody Johnson. That's going to be another great category. And the hard part is these guys are all friends.
I know.
So they're like, oh, good job, buddy. But deep inside, they're like, yeah, I don't want him to win. The next guy, of course, everyone is probably going to think he's going to take it all. It's Chris Stapleton.
Yep, he did last year.
But tides are turning.
They are.
It's like we saw it for years,
We're
right?
seeing that with these nominations.
Yeah, we saw it with the duos. We saw it with like Brooks and Dunn and the Judds. They all went through their time ups. Maybe Chris Stapleton is going to slowly move away from that because he's not touring as much. So we'll wait and see.
Maybe.
The new kid that everybody seems to love from Sunnyside, Washington, our own Eastern Washington boy, Mr. Zach Top, who's going to be in town coming up at the Matthew Knight Arena in Eugene.
Can't wait.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then, of course, the guy that's pretty much unstoppable. He's probably written 2 more albums by the time we're done with this podcast.
Like 30 plus songs each.
I know. It's Morgan Wallen.
Yep.
So, man, looking at that category, that's going to be hard because I think Morgan and Luke both have a great shot, but everyone, again, always wants to talk about Stapleton being the male vocalist.
Right.
When you break it down, he truly is one of the greatest vocalists.
Yeah, he really is.
Who are some of your other favorite male vocalists over the years?
Oh my goodness. I think it's a little strange not seeing like Kenny Chesney nominated, Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton. So it's odd not seeing the names, those staples that we've seen for so many years.
Yep.
But like you said, the tides are turning. So it's interesting. I love seeing the new names. I think it's cool that we have a new generation, if you will, coming through. So I don't know, but I do kind of miss,
Kenny,
the Keiths and the Kennys, and the Brads, and
when I think of male vocalists, I put only this gentleman in the other category next to Stapleton would be Ronnie Dunn.
Oh,
because like if you truly listen to the song "Believe" by yourself, eyes closed, in a just a situation when you're by yourself, the vocals that come out of that man are chilling. They're haunting.
That's a really great point.
So it's just like, oh man. So I don't know. I don't want to make the prediction.
I think it's too early to make predictions. I think it's another strong category. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And of course, all of them, I love all of them. I think they're all fantastic.
I think they're all winners. I mean, if they're nominated, so they're winning
something already. Right. Yep. They can add that to the list of a 14-time nominee CMAs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All right, let's do your next pick. Who do you want to go with?
Let's do duo.
Duo of the year.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So speaking of Ronnie Dunn, we have Brooks and Dunn.
Okay. On tour with Morgan this year.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Brothers Osborne.
Ooh.
Love those guys.
Man, I do too. I do too.
And Dan and Shay.
Yeah, they haven't really done much, but knowing them, they're
past
probably
year. But that means I bet that they're just hunkered down somewhere working on some good stuff.
Dan's putting lots of stuff to work in Pro Tools and going to be cranking out a new album somewhere, I'm sure.
Probably. Yep.
Yep.
Maddie and Tay.
Honestly, I'm okay with that. I feel bad for Maddie and Tay because they always get nominated, but
I know,
and they've been working so hard.
They really have.
I would really love to see them walk away with it, but in this class, in this category, I don't think they have a shot, and it really stinks.
Yeah.
If it was
like a female duo,
that's what I was
category,
and I think that maybe the CMAs and the ACMs might look at that like a male duo group and then a female duo group.
Yeah.
Now, because that brings up our next artist. Go ahead and say the name.
The Warren Treaty.
Right. The husband and wife.
Yes.
And so Michael and Tanya, and I think to myself, well, they could fall in either one of the categories, but there's also like the other sisters that are from North Dakota. I'm drawing a blank on their name at the last second, but they're great.
Tiger Lily.
Yeah, Tiger Lily Gold.
Yeah.
It could be Maddie and Tay, and that would give more females an opportunity
for sure
to be, well, why don't we do a duo or why don't we do this? I'm sure there's more females coming that we are just learning about.
Yes.
Like I said, May Estes is one of those names. Avery Anna is going to be one of those names we're going to keep an eye on. Megan Patrick is another one.
There's a lot coming.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. So I like this category.
There's a couple misses.
There's definitely misses. But again, Brothers Osborne, love those guys. Brooks and Dunn, Kix and Ronnie, so much fun. So I think it comes down to those three only when it comes Dan and Shay, Brothers Osborne, and Brooks and Dunn. Yep. Now, who breaks the tie this year? Is it Brooks and Dunn because they did get the ACM?
I don't know. I mean, they're on tour with more. I don't know. It's going to be.
Yeah.
We're going to find out on the 19th.
When you fill a stadium with 70,000 people. And it's not like they couldn't do it themselves.
Right.
They easily could have done it for sure. They did it for years. But I don't know. I don't want to say my prediction because I already know I think who's going to win.
I'm a little sad that Locash wasn't in there.
Good guys. Yeah.
Such
Chris and
guys.
Preston.
And, they've just been hitting it hard this year.
They really have.
So I was a little sad about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Another set of names left off. Maybe that's where Brooks and Dunn, just being nominated as part of the CMAs is a cool thing.
Yeah.
But maybe somebody that didn't get a chance to see Chris and Preston this year perform.
That's true.
Who knows? But I agree with you on that 100%. I think they should totally be in this category.
Absolutely. The hard workers. They've had some great stuff come out this year. So
they really did. Hometown Home, man. It was so good. Yeah.
I know.
Great stuff. And I love those guys.
Their show is amazing.
Yeah.
So.
And not to mention, they've been playing with the Savannah Bananas for all year long. How do you miss those guys?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I actually want to see that.
I do too.
I think that would be just a lot of fun.
I will tell you this. They are coming to, is it T-Mobile Park now? Up in Seattle, they are coming to where the Mariners play. I can't remember the name of it.
They change the name all the time.
I know. It's like every 3 months they change it, it seems like. But they are coming.
Oh, cool.
But tickets are like $3,000.
That's not so cool.
No, because the Savannah Bananas are so popular that it's hard to get tickets. Wow. It's like trying to go to the World Series or the championship game for a college game or something like that.
Or a Morgan Wallen show.
Well, there's that too.
But hey, good for them.
Yeah, exactly. So Locash, maybe next year they can be on the bill and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go on to the next one. Let's go to group of the year.
Go ahead.
And I feel like this is just a weird category for me because I don't understand the voting. But I'll give him my piece.
Okay.
Lady A, back with Charles, Hillary, and Dave.
Yep.
Little Big Town, back in there. They've been touring with George Strait and Chris Stapleton's. They've been doing stuff.
Yep.
Karen Fairchild's been doing a lot of side projects.
Yes.
Kimberly's been in the cooking in the kitchen.
Yep.
She's got a new cookbook out. My favorite, Old Dominion.
Love
those guys.
Yeah.
I think they're a Northwest almost favorite.
For sure.
Because they do love it here. They've been here so many times over the years.
They have.
They really built a big, giant fan base here.
Yep.
So I think it's really cool for those guys. And I like to see them personally walk away with it. Rascal Flatts, I love Rascal Flatts.
I love the fact that they're actually back nominated. I think that's pretty cool.
First year back touring.
Yeah.
And here they are.
Yeah.
Gary J and Joe Don.
It's kind of nice to see that name back up there.
Yeah.
A little sad that, they took some time off, but, now they're back.
Yeah, they did what they had to do. Now they're good news is they're adding more shows to the tour.
Yep.
So maybe we'll keep them around for 2 more years, maybe?
Hopefully.
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
And I want to start a petition to sign so we can get people to sign it to have them come back to the PNW.
I'm in. Sign me up.
Whether
I'll
it
be the first signature.
Well, again, I'll be number 2.
Okay.
Whether it's at the Moda Center or at the Cascades Amphitheater, wherever, let's just go. Let's just get them back here.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be one giant party. Actually, I would really like to take them back to St. Paul where they started. We had them at the St. Paul Rodeo on a flatbed truck when they first came out, when Praying for Daylight was their very first single.
Wow.
I would love to take it to that. And then the next show was at the Tillamook County Fair.
How cool.
So, I mean, to go full circle back to the arena where you started, we'd never be able to put that many people. I mean, we could fill the St. Paul Arena.
I mean, you could. I don't know if anybody's going to want to stand in all the locations, but there's definitely room.
You have to sit on the grounds where there might be some bull poop.
Yeah. Yep. But, I mean, for Rascal Flatts, they might do it.
They might do it. And, of course, the new group these guys are really taking off. The Red Clay Strays.
So, I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about them yet.
Okay.
So I got some homework to do.
They've had a couple singles, and I can't remember the name of the singles just off the top of my head because it's not like I can go back and look at a Rascal Flatts song and name whatever I want to. Red Clay Strays have been coming up for the last 1.5, 2 years, radio play, getting their name out there. Yeah. But they were at the Ben Hayden Homes Amphitheater this year, and the show was sold out.
Wow.
And a lot of people came home talking about them, like, I love their sound.
I love that. Okay.
They're very, their lead singer, very cool. I've watched a couple of their videos. He's got a pompadour hairdo.
Okay.
So he's very like an Elvis, Waylon Jennings kind of guy.
Okay.
But their sound is very different. And it's something I see that Taylor Sheridan is always like, ooh, I want this sound in whatever show I'm producing.
Yeah.
Whatever it's going to be. So I think that is a good thing. And it's another new group coming into the category.
Which is nice.
Right.
It's nice to see a new name.
And I will throw out the fact that I don't see a group of guys in here that deserve more than ever to be in here is Parmalee.
For sure.
And
those guys, they've worked so hard for so long.
They really have. I feel like they just get kicked to the curb every time. Like, whatever, next year we'll bring it. And then they never come back.
Yeah.
Another name missing that I'm really bummed about is the Zac Brown Band.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, Zac, I've always been a fan of Zac. I love his music. I think all of those guys, they're not just singers.
No.
They're musicians.
They're musicians. And their entertainers. Show proves that. I mean, it's each musician, artist, singer on the stage, they get their moment to shine, and it's pretty cool. I mean,
it's like 3 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So it is. They're definitely the musicianship is loud and proud with that band, which essentially is a band,
right?
So,
and they are a great group of guys to watch. Like you said, they get their 3 minutes of a drum solo or a bass, pounding on the bass or a piano or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It really is. To see them live in person is a whole different thing.
I love that they do that. That each person gets their time in the spotlight. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, but to see that name not on that list, I'm like,
a little surprising. Yeah,
makes me mad. I want to yell at the CMAs sometimes, even though I love the CMAs. But there's times when I'm like, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so we got female male group duo. Should we jump to entertainer of the year, or I want to jump to single of the year?
I think we should do entertainer of the year last.
Okay, we'll do that. That's cool.
Okay, so let's do single of the year.
All right.
So we have 4x4 by You by Lainey Wilson.
Of course, yeah.
Ain't No Love in Oklahoma with Luke Combs.
Yep, from the movie Twister.
Yep. Am I Okay? Megan Maroney. I Never Lie, Zach Top. And You Look Like You Love Me by Ella Langley and Riley Green.
Okay.
So.
No predictions, but I already have my favorite.
I mean, they're all so strong. Like they're all my favorites.
Well, yeah.
So.
Yeah. I love Lainey, and I love that video. I love watching it with her. Luke, I mean, the guy can sing the phone book. We've all said this before.
Exactly.
And he can do no wrong.
I was just going to say he does nothing wrong. Yeah.
No, I mean, his voice, he can make it do anything. As a dad now, he's singing song to his kids. I've seen a couple things on TikTok lately.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to watch him. And now he even says changing as a dad, it's changed his perspective on how to write songs. So it's very cool.
Yeah.
And then Zach Top, he is the hit, bringing back the 90s, a one-man band, and everybody loves the guy.
For sure, yep.
My 20-year-old son, Tanner, Dad, when he comes back, can I go? I don't want to miss him. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
A new guy and 20-year-old guys looking up to him as a new artist, want to see him. And
I think it's cool because back to what you said right in the beginning, the tides are changing.
Yep.
And we're getting that 90s vibe back again.
It's feeling
through
good.
the Zach Tops and, with Ella Langley and Riley Green. I love the dynamic they have going on. I think is so cool in the music that they're delivering. Not spreading any rumors. I'm just saying.
I was going to say.
No.
Yeah, we're not spreading rumors. No, but we kind of have our theories.
With their music is.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes so well together.
Right. I just got to ask, do you think
they look amazing together, but.
They do. They're really good together. Like, he's handsome as can be, buff.
Yep.
Good looking dude. She's gorgeous. He nicknamed her. He gave her the nickname. It was so funny, like the Smokey and the Bandit thing that they did. Oh God, it was awesome. Smoke Show was her name.
Okay, I can see that. Well, she is.
Yeah. I mean, they're like the perfect couple. So do you think they're dating?
I don't know.
I want to hope so. I just want to hope so and say they did it for a while, right? You don't know.
I just don't know. I don't know, but I do know what they're making together with music is
amazing.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. And I just love what they're doing.
Yeah, I do too. So it's going to be another tough category for single of the year.
It is. It really is.
And I think I have my favorite, but I'm going to wait on that one.
Okay.
So well, let's go to album of the year, because album of the year is one where this is produced by one of the producers in Nashville that we may have known or not known, but the producers get a lot of credit for this, putting this album, and so do the artists.
Yep.
But a lot of the producers, you probably wouldn't know the names if we said. I mean, there might be a couple. Dean Dillon was a producer for George Strait for years.
Yep.
Joey Moy was a producer for years with Carly Pierce and a couple of others.
Yep.
So I really like this one as far as album of the year. This is her first album of the year. Megan Maroney, Am I Okay?
Yep.
Zach Top, Cold Beer and Country Music, which we saw him perform with Lainey and Jackson Dean at the Cascades Amphitheater last year.
So good.
So good. Like, I've listened to that album on repeat.
It's a great album.
Yeah, it's crazy. F1 Trillion, Mr. Post Malone. We've all seen that. He teamed up with all of his friends in country music.
Yeah, so many artists.
I've got a couple favorites off that album as well. The other guy, like we talked about earlier, Morgan Wallen and I'm the Problem. There's already like, I think 6 hits off that one. He's got Post Malone, Tate McRae. He's got all these other.
I mean, with over 30 songs, I mean, it's like
it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, it is.
Right,
it is.
It's tough,
and all the songs are so good that you forget which ones are actually on the radio and which ones you're just playing because you like.
It's funny you said that because the other day I was going through my playlist and I was picking out a Morgan song and I'm like, wait. What was that one? Did I hear this one already? Maybe I didn't. And then I hit play and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah.
It was a radio hit, but I forgot because he's got so many.
So many.
He's bringing them to us so fast.
Yeah.
And the last one on the album of the year is Whirlwind with Lainey Wilson. She is on a whirlwind.
My gosh, she is.
She went from on a rocket to the moon, literally like, Toner trailer. We've heard the story. And then now she's just above it all. It's incredible. So that's going to be a really cool album of the year. So Megan Maroney, once again, Zach Top, Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, and Lainey Wilson.
Again, all strong albums. Yeah. I mean, it's so hard. They're all great.
And that's the hard. It's hard to pick out an album. When it comes to this, song, album, and single, it really is a tough category.
It is.
Because we all love the music. We talk about the music. We live the music. So it's going to be.
But they're also different. It's not like, F1 Trillion, it has a ton of collabs and it's got like this certain vibe. Well, Cold Beer and Country Music might not have that vibe. So it's so hard because they're so different. It just, I don't know. But I guess that's what makes this going to be an exciting category.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to see it all live on ABC November 19th from the Bridgestone Arena.
Yes.
All right, next one. Ooh, another tough one.
Which one are we at?
Song of the year.
Oh, okay.
Song of the year.
My notes. So this one goes to the songwriter.
Yes.
But we'll just name them off from the artist.
Sure.
So 4x4 by You with Lainey Wilson.
Okay.
Am I Okay? Megan Maroney.
Yep.
I Never Lie, Zach Top. Texas, Blake Shelton. Nice to see Blake's name in there.
Yeah, that's good.
You Look Like You Love Me again. Riley Green and Ella Langley, the duo again.
Yeah, and it's going to be crazy. Didn't you say earlier that Ella is one of the artists that's leading the nominations this year?
Yes.
Her and Megan Maroney.
Yes.
Which is interesting because... And Lainey, right?
Yep, they all have 6 nods.
Overall, like each year, it seems like the artists are getting bigger and bigger. Like Carly Pierce, when she led, she had like 2 or 3. And then now it's like last year it was 4. Then Lainey was 5. And now here we are at 6. I'm like, man, it's crazy.
Yep.
So, I can't say who my favorite is in this one, but I kind of have a feeling, watching the charts like I have for the past year and a half and seeing how it all comes together, I've kind of already made my mind up on who I would vote for. Yeah. I can't really say who I voted for, but
no, I know. Yep. Well,
as a member of the CMAs.
No, we can't say that. We can't share. But again, another strong category. I think all these songs deserve to be here.
Yeah.
They're all good ones.
Especially with the song of the year, Zach Top. I keep seeing that in my head and how that played out over on TikTok for so many things. People were using it as a meme for a while. It was really funny to see. So it's going to be good. All right. New Artist of the Year. This is another tough category.
It is such a tough one. And again, I think all these artists, they're winners. You know, they got nominated because they're all so talented.
Of course.
And their career is just starting and look at all they're already accomplishing. I think it's so cool.
And it's not shocking to see the names here. As far as new artists, I'm shocked to see maybe not a few more names on this list, but there's only a certain amount of spots.
There's only 5.
Right. So we have to go for it. So first up for new artist, Ella Langley.
Yep.
Man, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Shabuzi.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Just scored his second number 1.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Zach Top.
Yep.
Again, an Eastern Washington boy, local guy. So he's got a great following here in the PNW.
Yep.
Maybe not like the next artist, Tucker Wetmore.
I know.
From Coatlama, Washington. Yep. He's got some hometown roots right up the road from us here in Vancouver and Portland. And I'm excited to see that come together for him. But I mean, still, if he doesn't walk away with it, first time as a newcomer in country music for the last year.
Yeah.
He really jumped out last year.
Yep.
So it's going to be big for him. That's really cool.
It's impressive.
And it looks really good on the resume.
Sure does. Sure does.
And a new guy that I've really kind of recently learned about, I haven't listened to a lot of his music, but I'm interested to dive into it, is Steven Wilson Jr.
Yes. So that's interesting you say that, because I was not super familiar with him. I wasn't familiar with him at all, actually.
Right.
And we were at a friend's house well, you know them too, Jen and Ricky.
Yeah.
And they were just raving about him. And they put him on and we were listening to it. And I was like, oh, okay, he's got a good sound to him. Then he played with Hardy. And he opened for Hardy.
Yep.
And he was incredible.
Yeah.
And then he came out and played a song with Hardy. And the whole amphitheater was just so engaged. And it was a slow song.
Okay.
I think it was called Father and Son.
Ooh.
Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it was.
Okay.
And it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So while I was surprised to see his name nominated today,
right,
I was surprised in the best way. I was like, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I think that, I mean, I know I'm just learning of him, but he is very talented.
I will say, the moment that we got to the amphitheater and we got a chance to see him, it was literally one of those moments, because it was traffic getting in.
Yep.
And we were running to the seats to try and listen, because I always want to hear at least one or two songs to give them the shot.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, well, I'll get a chance to listen to him later. But then, like you said, when he came back with Hardy later on, I was like, oh, that stopped me. I got to listen to this guy for a little bit. So I want to dig into his music just a little bit more.
Yep.
And there's a few artists, like we said, there's a lot of new artists that are coming out of Nashville that I have not had a chance to catch up to. Same with you, like the Red Clay Strays. I think you'll like their music.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my homework on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
It's like, when your husband John introduced me to Jelly Roll, like I was like, Jelly Roll, who's this guy?
I know. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's like
Jelly Roll now.
Yeah, he's as big as Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
It's nuts.
All right, and then Entertainer of the Year.
Oh man!
Once again, I feel like these, they're all winners.
They are winners.
They all entertain so differently. So I have a love-hate relationship with this category, because they just entertain on such a different level.
Right.
And it's all good. It's all exciting. It's all fun.
Right. And I know where you're going. I know where you're going with this when you say they entertain on a different level, because everyone looks at them differently.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's go ahead and let's announce who they are. We'll talk about each one as they come out.
Luke Combs.
Okay, I saw him. We've seen him. In Seattle. Yep. We've seen him at the Moda Center.
We've seen him. We've stood in the pouring rain watching him perform, and I mean, I got my hair wet for Luke Combs. I don't do that often, so to just stand there in the rain,
that's saying a lot.
I think it was only him and maybe Kenny Chesney that we stood in the rain and watched. But and it's an incredible show.
And that same night, Cody Johnson was with him.
He was. That's right. Yep.
And do you remember, I think at this one point we had said, who was the better act? Was it Cody Johnson at the time stepping over Luke Combs, or was it Luke Combs? But when Luke came out and just kept singing in the rain.
Yeah. He just
those video shots that we got of him and the pictures.
So
like
cool.
At that point I realized Cody came on a little too early, but what a way to open up a tour with your buddy Luke Combs.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
No, totally.
It was awesome. So Cody Johnson coming up next. Of course, he was just here this summer. A lot of people got a chance to see him at the Pendleton Roundup. This year
what a great fit. I feel like that was probably a really great fit for him.
It was in July, party in Pendleton at the Pendleton Whiskey Music Fest.
Oh, that's right.
Not the Pendleton Rodeo. There's a different story there.
Yep.
But a lot of people saw him and realized I had never seen him before in concert and how good he was.
So good.
So I was a little bummed because he was in Pendleton and not here.
Yep.
So for the folks that did make the journey, that you got a great show, and that was a fantastic show.
Absolutely.
Definitely. The next guy, Chris Stapleton.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, back to everyone's different.
It's a different type of show. It's a different type of vibe. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Chris, I think with going to a Chris Stapleton concert, you don't expect him to jump around and move like Bailey Zimmerman, or at the time Garth was doing, swinging from the ropes and around the staging area. Chris is like George Strait and Alan Jackson. He's just got that magic voice that hits you right in the face and just makes you just stop. And then he gives you this like, listen to me play guitar. And it's like hot butter over pancakes. It's so good.
And there's no fanfare. He just walks out and just picks up his guitar and he plays.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what he's there to do. He's there to give a show. He gives one hell of a show.
Oh, it's well worth the money.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it is different.
Right.
So like, that's what I'm saying. This category is just so hard because they're all so different.
Right. They're really
but in
good.
the best way ever.
Of course. Yeah. All right. Up next.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. Same thing, right? Yeah. Fills a stadium in Seattle, Lumen Field, 2 nights.
Yep.
One night with Miranda.
He did 2 nights this year on all these stadiums.
With Brooks and Dunn.
All these epic walkouts.
Yeah.
Is this a thing now?
It's funny because, yes, it is now that we're talking about it. But
is it just going to be his thing?
Well,
I kind of hope it is just
it'll always be his thing.
Right.
But I love the fact that people mimic that it's him. One of my guys that I used to work with in radio years ago is now living in Vegas, and he and his crew all got together, and they have an elevator in their building, and
did they do a walkout?
Yeah, they did a walkout. It was him coming up, and then all these people were walking out of these doors, high-fiving him and slapping him.
I think that's awesome.
Then he walked in the studio and went to work. I thought it was hysterical.
No,
and then
for sure.
I just saw a canine one on TikTok the other night.
Oh.
It was like a police department, and it was all these police officers, 9/11 dispatchers, first responders, like ambulance drivers and firefighters, and they're high-fiving this guy walking out. And then he puts on this giant vest like Morgan does for each team that he goes to. And then he puts on this canine vest, and all of a sudden this canine just attacks him.
Oh, jeez.
But it was the greatest walkout. So that's it is a thing right now. Everyone's doing it. So if you're in your office doing your workout, I hope you enjoy it and have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Share it to make everyone laugh. That's for sure.
And then we have Lainey Wilson.
Yeah. This is her second time as Entertainer of the Year. Can she make it a three-peat?
Well, I mean, she didn't win last year. Morgan won last year.
You're right. Morgan did. Yep. You're right. But
for
she's
CMA,
been here.
But her shows, again, incredible.
Yeah. We've seen it.
Yep. And she totally just commends the audience.
I think with Lainey too, though, for me, it's kind of interesting because when I look at a show like hers, I think, oh my God, what more can she do?
She does it all. Like, I don't know how she does it. She's just so strong.
Yeah.
She's
a powerhouse.
She is a powerhouse. And for her to captivate tens of thousands
of people,
of fans, it's just incredible. Like just seeing it. I remember seeing it last year and it was like, wow. That's all I could just remember was just being like, wow.
And I think we will both agree on this. We are stage and light present people. So when we see a stage and we realize what it takes to build that stage and what goes on that stage and then the light show that goes with it, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the production is really cool.
Yeah, the videos of her, like I think on Wildflowers and Wild Horses, like, it's her riding in the desert on a horse. And then all of a sudden there's cactus coming. Then she comes into like her own. And then there's another one, 4x4 by You. She drives a truck on stage.
I know.
And
so
I'm like,
the visuals.
What more can this girl do?
I know.
And it's hard to, I feel like each artist is stepping up their game. Like, I want my stage better than Morgan's.
Yeah.
I want my stage better than Stapleton's.
I want more fire. I want more lights.
Yeah. I mean, is it going to be like Bailey Zimmerman now? Have you seen his stage entrance?
I have not.
He gets shot out of like a rocket.
Yes,
like,
you're right. I have.
They're shooting him. I'm waiting for him to snap an ankle. And I don't want to say that to be mean, but I'm like, dude, you can't keep doing that every single night. But I always know he's wearing tennis shoes. It's not like he's wearing cowboy boots.
No, yeah.
But I'm still, they're shooting him like 10, 15 feet in the air. And I know that's a long drop.
He's an animal. He's incredible. His energy. I wish I had a tenth of his energy.
Man.
It's insane. I love it.
It is crazy. So we'll wait and see what happens. But again, another great lineup. And like you said, they're all winners in everybody's book already. So Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, and Lainey Wilson.
It's going to be a tough one.
Wow.
For sure.
It's going to be 3 hours on ABC.
Yep.
November 19th. If you miss it the first night, don't worry. Hulu will.
On Hulu.
They'll show it to you for sure.
Gotcha.
And I can't wait. And I'm hoping that we'll get a chance to maybe get down to Nashville and broadcast. Yep. We're already working behind the scenes to do some stuff and see what happens with it. But we're going to give it our best shot. But if we get down there, great. We're taking you on the road with us.
Absolutely.
We'll try and sneak around where we might get in trouble. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know about that. But you never know.
It's a little more Danny than it is Julia.
We'll see what happens on that one.
So get ready for the 59th Annual CMA Awards live from Nashville on ABC November 19th, live from the Bridgestone Arena. We'll look forward to hanging out with you. And thank you for joining us on the podcast. We want you to share this with all your friends and your families.
Absolutely. And hopefully you'll tune in to us next week.
Yeah, we'll have some more stuff lined up for you. It's the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny Dwyer
and Julia Courier.